Today, it's time to talk about one of the worst parts of America's education system, school lunch. Okay, school lunch is not too bad compared to other things that school has to offer, but I hated every bit of it. It all started right before lunch. When I was in 8th grade, we had half of a period of class before we went to lunch. And I just want to say, when I was in that class, I only anticipated the lunch. I didn't pay attention to what that teacher had to say, and this hurt me on those test days. Our teacher had our test set up that we would do a review right before lunch, and then we would take our test right after lunch, which logically it makes sense. But when you had a bunch of 8th graders who didn't study and weren't paying attention during the review, now that was a recipe doomed for disaster. This made me hate the class, because I was always ending up with lower grades because of his teaching style, and because I didn't study. Now, this alone made me hate lunch bad enough, but no. This is just where it begins. The lines were my next issue. Oh, how everyone just loved them. Just kidding. These were terrible. We waited in long lines, backed up from the lunch door all the way to the school door, and I'm not even exaggerating. It always seemed like it was a popularity test. All of the 8th graders would get in line, and if you knew somebody at the front, it was like you had an all-access pass, and you just got to skip to the head of the line. But my luck, all of my friends were in the class right before lunch, so there was no skipping for me. Except this one day. One of them was able to skip, and they brought me along as a +1, and I don't know if it was me being with them or what, but one of the teachers seen it, and we got sent all the way to the back of the line, which really sucked. But all this line waiting was crazy. I mean, what were we even waiting on? Food, obviously, but why were we waiting on the food? It's not like it was even that good. For us, the typical meal would be as follows. We would get one of 2 milk flavors, which was most likely going to be 2 or 3 days old. We would get one entree, which would be like cardboard pizza, dry beef patty on cardboard buns, overcooked mac and cheese, or mystery loaf. I preferred mystery loaf. You didn't know what the flavor was, so you didn't have high expectations, which made it taste a lot better. We would also get one stale wheat roll, and finally we would get one syrup-covered fruit cup, which I honestly believe defeated any of the health benefits that the fruit had to offer. And then came the worst part, eating the food. Let alone the taste of the food, eating the food was so awkward. Cool kids would get their table, jocks would get theirs, nerds and geeks got theirs, and then the average people just filled the rest. Then there was the rest of us. For me, it was quiet. Could I have hung out with my friends? Yes, sure. But after 4 hours of school, I just wanted 30 minutes to myself. But after 10 minutes of quiet time, I ended up feeling lonely. Not because I needed friends, but because I would look around and it would be just me sitting there. So awkward. I just wanted it to end. So guys, this is why I hated school lunch. Did you guys have better lunches or even fancier lunches? Tell me about it in the comments. Make sure to like the video and smash that subscribe button to stay notified every time I upload a new video. Thanks guys, and until next time, stay in school.